What's up? So I've just done a grocery haul at Aldi. If you guys want to go check it out, I'm going to link it somewhere here. I'm sure you will. For those of you who are new to the channel, feel free to like, subscribe, drop a comment and let me know what you want to see in the future vlogs. But today we're going to be cooking up a storm. I'm going to be showing you what I cook for my meal prep right now. I'm doing kind of a lean bulk, so if you guys want to learn about a couple of meals you can try in your own time for a lean bulk, this is definitely a video for you. Alright, let's get started. Right, so today I'm going to teach you how to prepare your chicken breast in a way that's going to make it not boring. Well, it might be boring if you do it for like 6 months straight, just like anything is. But this is a little recipe that I like to use to try and make sure that bodybuilding isn't such a chore and you can eat very healthy food in a really tasty way. So what I like to do, before I get started, I'll show you some of the ingredients. I like to use a light amount of extra virgin olive oil. We're going to put it all in the bowl in a second. Some garlic salt, some garlic paste. We've got oregano there. We've got paprika, or smoked paprika, and then we've also got pepper. So if you can use some fresh ingredients, like if you have fresh oregano, that's always best. If you got fresh garlic, that's always best. But if you're bodybuilding, which I'm sure most of you guys are, or you're taking your diet a little bit more seriously, then it's a little bit easier to buy these things in bulk, leave them in the cupboard, and then when you want to use them, they're just ready to go. So fresh is always better if you don't have it, if you can't afford it, if you don't have time for it, then just go with these options here. So I like to give my chicken a little bit of a so I'll just go over here and because I don't know, it's just a little bit slimy when you first take it out of the packet. I'm sure a lot of you will agree. So rinse it off and then I'll just chuck it back in this bowl, and then after we've got it all rinsed and clean, ready to go, I'm actually going to fillet the chicken. Well, actually, I'm going to butterfly the chicken. So, for those of you who don't know what that means, I'll show you now. So, the breast, as it is like that, is quite thick. And when you go to cook that, whether you use stove, oven, barbecue, or whatever, it's not going to cook all the way through very quickly. So, before you get started, if you do want to remove some of the fat, a lot of the chicken these days that you buy won't come with too much fat on it. Like this one's got barely any at all. This tiny bit here, there's not really much going on there though. So I'm not going to bother with that. But what I will do is butterfly this. So I'm going to take this bit off, and then what I'm going to do is cut this right down the middle. And so the reason why I do this is because when we're cooking it, it's going to cook more evenly all the way through. See how it's half the thickness now? It's perfect for cooking evenly all the way throughout, and you don't have to worry about it being pink on the inside and being yucky or getting salmonella as much. So always a positive, huh? So fillet all these breast fillets before we even get started with seasoning and things like that. Jesus. Some of these other bits have got a little bit more fat on them, so I'm just going to cut them off. There's usually a little straggler bit, which you can just use as like a tender. I'm still going to cook that and use it, obviously. Less waste the better. But things like this, like a bit of fat, just get rid of that. Chop it off. See you later, mate. No need for you in this fucking bodybuilder diet. See ya. So, just once again, if you guys didn't catch it the first time, just put your hand over it, use a sharp knife, and then fuck it up. And then butterfly it all the way across like that. And when you open it up, nice thickness all the way through. Now, once you've filleted all your chicken, you can choose your size. So if you wanted to cut that in half, feel free, just cut it down the middle there, and then you've got each breast in two. I'm going to leave it like that just because it's going to be easy to cook, so you don't have to toss so many things. So the 4 breast fillets that I've got here, I'm going to throw straight in here, and also those little tenders that I created, I've got 4 of those as well, all inside the bowl. Wash my hands real quick, get the chicken goodness off there. Now we're going to start adding all this stuff in here. So if you guys have followed me for a while, you'll probably understand that I don't weigh or measure everything. Some things are important to be able to track your progress, to track your meals, track your carbs, your proteins, things like that. Makes it a lot easier if you're working towards a goal. For me, once you've been bodybuilding for a while and dieting, you know kind of the rough sizes, portion sizes of things, so you don't need to weigh as much or as often because you kind of just know. If you don't know yet, then I definitely recommend weighing everything. But for this, ingredients like this, which is a seasoning, it's not that necessary to weigh everything. So I want to cover the whole top of it, because then by the time you mix it all in, there's an even distribution of the ingredients. So that's a good way to look at it. For this particular recipe, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the whole top of the chicken breast with these ingredients, and then when I mix it around, it's going to be evenly covered. Onto the garlic salt. So we've added smoked paprika, we've added our pepper, we've added oregano leaves, and now we're going to do our garlic salt. Now if you're close to a competition or something, then don't be adding salt to your chicken. That's just going to be silly because you're going to hold a lot of water. And then lastly, but definitely not leastly, and it's not even the last thing either, but some garlic paste. I love garlic so much. Now this is going to be non-scientific as well, but I love garlic, so I'm going to put a fair bit of that in there. That was probably 3 tablespoons. Now, you can put this on first, it's going to make it stick a lot better, but it doesn't really matter. If you were going to do this, I'd probably put this on first and mix it around just like this, because then all the ingredients are going to stick to it a lot easier. It doesn't matter, but it's all going to be in there eventually anyway. So probably 3 tablespoons of this extra virgin olive oil. Now once you've got it all in the pan, or sorry, all in the bowl, you already know what to do. You're going to mix it all around. Full ASMR right now. You like that? That's really gross, but it's going to taste really good. That's so ASMR-y. ASMR-y? I can't bear to think what that's going to sound like on YouTube. So once that's done, it'll look something like this. Even distribution of all the ingredients all over the chicken breast. Ready to go. Leave these for about 30 minutes if you have time, just to let it marinate. If not, then just chuck it straight on the barbecue or cook it. What we're going to do today is cook it on the barbecue outside. I actually just bought a little barbecue yesterday, so we're going to give that a go today. We can actually shut the container, sorry, the barbecue, so it's going to be getting grilled from the bottom, and it's also going to have some heat within as well, so it's going to cook all the way through to the middle and get it nice and crispy on the outside. You can use a heat, so like a hot plate. If you have electric or gas, it doesn't really matter. Gas is always better. Have it really high, and then just make sure you lubricate the pan either with, you don't really need to lubricate the pan too much if it's a non-stick pan, because it's already got olive oil on it. But if you really want to make sure, or if you don't have a non-stick pan, then yeah, lubricate it with either some Pam spray or some coconut oil spray or some extra virgin olive oil spray, something like that. But you can use either, or you can use the oven here as well. So if you have access to an oven, you can use that too. I mean, I'm sure that you don't all have barbecues, which is sweet. But just because I got a barbecue yesterday, I figured I'd barbecue this up for you guys so you can see what it looks like. I can tell you what it tastes like, and maybe you can add this new chicken recipe to your arsenal, because I know exactly what it's like to get sick of chicken. It's happened to me before. My last competition, I just hated the thought of even eating chicken. Like for even one little bite of chicken, I had enough. So to have different recipes on how to cook it, how to prepare it, is definitely important to make sure you don't get sick of it. Because obviously it's best if we can eat similar foods repeatedly to make sure we're achieving our goals. It makes it a little bit easier to track. But we don't want to get bored of them. So to find different ways to cook them is very important to make sure we don't get sick of them. All right, let's get the barbie started. So we'll come out, heated up the barbie. I left it closed for a couple of minutes until it got a little bit warmer. But yeah, like I said before, if you want to lubricate anything you're using with just like extra virgin olive oil or like Pam if you're in America, whatever. I'm going to do half of them on the grill and then I'm going to do half of them on the hot plate. Tried to act casual like when it was flaming, but it was just impossible. Smells good already. I don't know, there's something super satisfying about the sound of the sizzle. Super satisfying. Once again, back to the ASMR shit. A little bit of sizzle, just that. Amazing. So these probably won't take too long to cook at all. I'd say probably like 2 minutes on each side. Flip them over. They should be slightly pink, not white on the inside by the time you flip them. They don't have to be on high the whole time, but if you're going to close the lid, probably turn it down a little bit, because it's just going to cook the fuck out of them if you do that, if you leave it on high and then shut the door. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Shut this for about a minute and then flip it over. Looking pretty good. What do you reckon? Is that how you'd have it? I want you to comment below and let me know if that is how you would have it. Top and bottom. Some char grill lines across. I guess it's a bit of a loaded question because you need to see what it's like on the inside. What I'm going to do is switch place to this one. It's a bit hotter at the back there. So obviously it's a bit hotter at the back of the barbecue. Switch them around a little bit, do the old switcheroo. Give it another minute or two. I want to make sure it's cooked all the way through. Nobody got time for salmonella. Final check. Now, like I said before, the ones that I'm more concerned about being cooked all the way through are the ones that I put at the back. So let's have a look at its thickest part. See on the inside there? All good. Cooked all the way through, it's not pink. White. So she's fine. Now the thickest part on this one. Here somewhere, cooked all the way through. So let's get them off the heat. So typically I'm going to have between 250 300 grams of chicken per meal. So this will probably be about 4 plus meals, maybe 4 or 5. What does it smell like?
It smells real good.
Real good. So, from start to finish, I reckon that took like 15 minutes. So if you've got your barbecue prepped or your oven preheated, then you just start chopping up the chicken, add all the hors d'oeuvres, add all the condiments to it, Marinate it. If you want to leave it for a bit longer in the marinade, then you can. That might just make the flavor a little bit more intense. But as it is right now, it's going to be really tasty, really healthy. There isn't many additives that are going to make this unhealthy. If you want to, maybe not use the salt if you worry about sodium intake. Also, if you can use fresh ingredients like fresh oregano, fresh garlic, anything like that, then do that. But if not, and you want to have an easier, quicker, more efficient option, then just use the packet stuff or the stuff in a bottle. But 15 minutes, really tasty chicken, really succulent and fresh, and it's also nice and soft and juicy on the inside. So, if you guys want to learn another recipe, I've got about 2 or 3 more that I can show you if you want, but that tastes amazing. And you can add that to any other carbohydrate source, like your rice, sweet potato, potato mash, vegetables, anything you want. But if you guys want me to teach you another recipe for chicken breast, drop a comment below. I want you to know if you guys try this one, because this is probably one of my favorites. So if you do need help from myself as a personal online coach, I am running a sale on my programming right now. 50% off, meal plans, workout routines, everything you need to achieve your goal. Feel free to hit me up or get me on my website, which is going to be linked below. But apart from that, I hope you enjoy this recipe and stay subscribed, stay tuned for the next videos, because we are putting out a lot of content this year and we want you guys to be a part of it. So I hope this helps, and I'll see you guys on the next vlog.